Hello, today I'm going to be talking about counterfeit money. Basically, just the 3 points I have is the history of counterfeit money, how to tell if it's counterfeit money, and how it affects high schoolers. For my first point, we have the early counterfeit money. These are actually wampum shells. These were traded by North Americans with the European explorers. Basically, what happened in this was the black shells are worth more than the white shells, so they would actually dye the white shells to make them look black and trade them because they had a higher value since they were more rare. Then in the early 1700s, they introduced the gold and silver coins. Well, the reason these were being counterfeited was that people were shaving off the sides of them and taking the precious metal off and still using them as if they were the full coin. So that's why coins nowadays have rigid edge, so they can't be shaven off and counterfeited. And this is one of the biggest well-known counterfeiters. His name is Samuel Upton. He's known as Honest Samuel Upton, which is actually not true at all. He made $15 million worth of counterfeit money in the early 1900s, and he's the reason that counterfeiting is illegal. He made over $50,000, which is a lot in that time period, of just counterfeit money, and then Congress passed it and deemed it as illegal. How you can tell if a $10 or $20 is illegal. For $10 and $20, on the bottom right-hand corner, this is for all bills, you can tell it's got a coppery tint. So if it doesn't look like coppery, if you shine it in the light, if it's not coppery, then it'll be, that's one way to tell if it's fake. Another way is to use a watermark, the watermark on the left-hand side of the bill. You see people holding up to the light. They're looking for like a watermark down the left-hand side to tell to see if it's fake or not. Or you could just use a counterfeit pen, which you see in every store nowadays. They're always marking it. But that only marks pens that are bills that are made in 2005 and up, just because of the special paper used in those bills. So bills before that time, you have to use different types of pens that they've introduced, because some bills before that time were made with cotton instead of just the wood. And then for the 50s and 100s, on the right-hand side, you can check and you can use a ultraviolet black light to look at the security threads. 10s should glow orange, 20s should glow green, 50s yellow, and the 100s should glow like a pinkish tint over here on the right-hand side. And then to my last point, we have how it affects high schoolers. Most kids nowadays get a job dealing and handling with money, such as a cashier. You see a lot of kids like at TJ, they have jobs at Hy-Vee, so they're always dealing with money, and it's good to know and effective to see if you can tell like if there's counterfeit money. Because if you take counterfeit money, it will come out of your paycheck, so it's more beneficial for high schoolers to know that it's counterfeit money. And then to recap, I had the history of counterfeit money, how to tell if it is counterfeit money, and the effects it had in high school students. I feel like this is something everyone should take account in and figure out, just so that if you do end up taking $150, it doesn't come out of your paycheck, and it'll help you along.